Have you ever wondered how to play blackjack in a casino? It's a classic card game that combines strategy, luck, and a bit of nerve. Welcome to the intriguing world of blackjack, a game that has carved out its niche in the heart of casinos across the globe. Imagine the thrill, the pulsating energy that electrifies the air as players pit their wits against the dealer, their eyes intent on the cards being dealt, their minds calculating the odds. Blackjack isn't just a game of chance. It's a strategic dance between risk and reward, a delicate balance of knowing when to hit and when to stand. It's a game that keeps you on your toes, where every decision can tip the scales in your favor or seal your fate. It's a game that's as exciting as it is challenging, and it's waiting for you to join in. Stick around and we'll dive into the nitty-gritty of mastering the game of blackjack. Before stepping into the casino, it's crucial to grasp the basics of blackjack. At its core, blackjack is a game that dances on the razor's edge of chance and strategy. Your objective is simple. Aim to get as close as possible to the magic number, 21, without going over. You're not playing against other players. No, it's you against the dealer, mano a mano, in a high-stakes dance of numbers and probability. Now let's talk cards. The value of cards 2 through 10 is their pip value. Face cards, that's your jacks, queens and kings, are worth 10. But the ace, my friends, the ace is a slick customer. It can be worth either 1 or 11, depending on what best suits your hand. Let's move on to the lingo. Hit is when you ask the dealer for another card. Feeling lucky, are we? Stand is when you're satisfied with your hand. You're saying, no more cards for me, thank you very much. Double down is a move for the bold at heart. You're doubling your initial bet, but here's the catch. You can only draw one more card. High risk, but potentially high reward. Split, on the other hand, is when you've got a pair in your hand, and you decide to split them into 2 separate hands. You'll have to put down an additional bet for the new hand, of course. And then there's bust. It's not a term you want to hear often. It means your hand has exceeded 21, and well, that's game over for you. So there we have it. The basics of blackjack. The objective, the card values, the terms. A dance of numbers, a game of chance and strategy. Remember, the magic number is 21, but the real magic is in knowing when to hit, when to stand, and when to take that daring double down. Now that we've covered the basics, let's move on to the actual gameplay. In blackjack, it's you against the dealer. Let's break down how a typical round pans out. Picture this. The game starts when the dealer deals 2 cards to each player, including themselves. One of the dealer's cards is face down, but the other one is visible to everyone. This is the up card. Now it's time for you to make your move. As a player, you have some decisions to make. If you're lucky enough to be dealt an ace and a 10 value card, you've hit blackjack. Revel in your victory, as you'll be paid 1.5 times your original bet. Unless the dealer also has blackjack, which results in a push or a tie. If you don't have blackjack, you can choose to hit and receive an additional card, or stand and stick with the cards you have. But be careful. If the total value of your cards exceeds 21, you've busted and you lose your bet. Another option is to double down. This means you double your original bet and receive just one more card. This is a high-risk, high-reward move that can really pay off if played right. Lastly, if you're dealt 2 cards of the same value, you have the option to split them into 2 separate hands. Each hand will have its own bet equal to your original wager. Now let's turn our attention to the dealer. Dealers follow a set of rules that dictate their actions. Generally, they must hit until their cards total 17 or more. Once they reach that, they must stand. The dealer will also reveal their face-down card, and if they have 16 or less, they must draw another card. If the dealer busts, all players who haven't busted win, and that's a round of blackjack. But how do you win, you ask? Let's find out. Winning at blackjack isn't just about luck. It's about making the right decisions at the right time. You see, there are a few ways to secure a win at the blackjack table. First, let's imagine a scenario where you've been dealt your cards and you're holding a total that's higher than that of the dealer. You're feeling confident, but you're also cautious. You don't want to go bust, so you decide to stand. The dealer reveals their hand, and alas, your total is higher. Congratulations, you've just won this round. Now let's take a look at another situation. You've got your cards and you're not quite satisfied with the total. You decide to take the risk and ask for another card, a hit, if you will. You're holding your breath as the card is dealt, and you've not gone bust. The dealer, on the other hand, isn't so lucky. Their hand exceeds 21 and they go bust. Again, you've come out on top. Now, the ultimate win in blackjack, the one that gets your heart racing, is getting a blackjack itself. That's a hand consisting of an ace and a 10 value card, adding up to the golden total of 21. It's a thrilling moment, especially when the dealer doesn't have a blackjack to match. This particular win typically pays out at 3-2, meaning for every 2 units you bet, you'll receive 3 back. But remember, blackjack isn't just about the luck of the draw. It's about understanding the game, reading the dealer, and making the best possible decision based on the hand you're dealt. It's a delicate dance between risk and reward, where the right steps can lead to a triumphant win. So whether you're not busting and holding a higher total than the dealer, not busting while the dealer does, or getting a blackjack without the dealer matching, you're winning the game. And that, my friends, is a feeling like no other. Now that you know how to win, let's discuss some strategies to improve your odds. Blackjack is a game of strategy. Knowing when to hit, stand, split, or double down can swing the game in your favor. It's not simply about getting as close to 21 as possible, but also about understanding the dynamics at play and making the best possible decision in every situation. Now, let's delve into the heart of the game, the basic blackjack strategy. This is a mathematical approach to the game that guides you on the best move to make based on your hand and the dealer's up card. For instance, if you have a total of 16 and the dealer's up card is 7 or higher, the strategy suggests that you should hit. On the other hand, if the dealer's up card is 6 or lower, it would be best to stand. The basic strategy is your best friend at the blackjack table, and mastering it can drastically improve your odds. Equally important is the dealer's up card. This single card can give you a lot of information about the potential outcome of the game. If the dealer's up card is a 7 or higher, they have a good chance of getting a high hand. Conversely, if their up card is 6 or lower, they have a higher chance of going bust. Always consider the dealer's up card when deciding your next move. Now let's touch on a more advanced strategy, card counting. Contrary to popular belief, card counting isn't about memorizing every card that's been dealt. Instead, it involves keeping a running tally of high and low value cards remaining in the deck. This can give you a slight edge over the house, but it requires a lot of practice and a sharp mind. Remember, every game of blackjack is a new challenge, a puzzle to be solved. The more tools you have in your arsenal, the better equipped you'll be to solve it. So study these strategies, practice them, and most importantly, know when to use them. Armed with these strategies, you're now ready to take on the blackjack table. So there you have it, the ins and outs of playing blackjack in a casino. We've traveled through the intriguing world of blackjack, unraveling its charm and allure. We've delved into the basics, understanding the game's foundation and how it's played. We've stepped onto the casino floor, feeling the thrill of the gameplay as the dealer shuffles and deals the cards. We've experienced the jubilation of winning the game, while also learning how to gracefully accept defeat. And finally, we've explored the strategies that can elevate your blackjack game, from basic techniques to more advanced tactics. Remember, practice makes perfect. So, take these insights, tips and strategies and apply them to your own blackjack games. Whether you're playing online or in a brick-and-mortar casino, remember to always play responsibly. Above all, enjoy the game. After all, that's what it's all about. The world of blackjack awaits. Good luck and may the odds be ever in your favor.